Hello, everybody. I hope you're fine. And today we have a new topic to discuss. Today we are speaking about harassment. I believe it's a topic that is important for us to reflect and to think about together, to bring different perspectives. I would like that to study about. I would like to invite you to watch this video and think about situations in your life or situations that you saw in other people's lives and try to identify that was a harassment, that was not. I lived that. Let's reflect about this. I would like to do that with you. We can learn new words here and reflect about this important topic. So let's speak about that. Understanding harassment, a silent problem in different environments. This word here, harassment, I would like that you bring your personal view. Think about that. If you need to say in your words, what is the definition of that? It's important for us to identify this. Yes. And the first topic is that, right? What is a harassment? So, a harassment is any unwanted behavior that makes a person feel uncomfortable, scared, or disrespected. It can be verbal, physical, or online. According to the United Nations in 2019, harassment affects millions of people worldwide every year, especially women and young people. Harassment can include insults, threats, inappropriate comments, or repeated unwanted contact. Even small actions, when repeated, can cause serious harm. This kind of behavior can lead to anxiety, stress, and low self-esteem, affecting a person's mental health over time. So here we have something interesting, right? Because is any unwanted behavior that makes a person feel uncomfortable. So, for example, if you say something about the body of a person, that is a harassment. If you say something maybe in your mind is good, a comment, but the person didn't want to receive this comment. You speak about the body, maybe you think, oh, I speak something good, but maybe the person didn't want that, so that can be a harassment. If you say bad words, I saw some companies fire people because they speak bad words inside the office and someone felt offended about that can happen. This is not a joke. This is serious. Think about this. Reflect, please, about that. Now, I would like that you make this in your moment now that you're listening this. Do you know cases similar to that? Do you remember some situation that happened to you currently and you say, oh, that case was an unwanted behavior that makes a person feel uncomfortable? When you see this phrase, the two first lines here, there's something that comes to your mind, I would like to listen. So that is harassment, okay? And I would like to speak now about the environments that can happen. One environment that is very common to happen, it's here, right? It's in harassment in school. Harassment in schools often appear as bullying, exclusion, or verbal abuse. According to UNESCO in 2018, about 1 in 3 students worldwide has experienced bullying at school. Students may be targeted because of their appearance, personality, or differences. This can lead to fear of going to school, sadness, and even depression. Mental health impacts include lack of confidence, social isolation, and emotional pain that can continue into adulthood. Look that, right? Other point in this point, I can speak good because unfortunately I had a strong experience on this topic. Yes, when I was a kid in school, I received many situations that I didn't like about harassment. I remember that when I was in school, I listened many comments that I didn't like about my body, about my personality, and that is like the text says, bringing a lack of confidence. It was very difficult for me to build my self-esteem. you know, social isolation a lot. For example, that happened with me before the high school. Yes, and when I got in the high school, I was a very isolated guy. I didn't want to talk. It was very difficult to make friends because the traumas, and that continued into adulthood. So when I got 18, uh, 18, 19 years old, I was still difficult for me, but was something that I need to work to keep to speak more, to be here making this video talk with you because it was difficult for me. But of course, I since then I felt the same. I still have a feeling from this time, But now I try to. I always fight against this. I speak, I give classes, I give lectures, and that helped me be more open. But I will admit here for you, it's not easy. It's not easy for me. Yeah, and I can see that. But and you, what do you think about the possible consequences of harassment? Do you agree with that? What do you think? Please bring your view for us. Other topic here, I believe this topic is even more delicate, and we can speak we can speak deeper about. Yes, is about the workplace harassment, right? The harassment inside the places we work. So, workplace harassment include inappropriate comments, discrimination, or abuse of power. According to the International Labor Organization 2021, many workers experience harassment but do not report it due to fear of losing their jobs. It can happen between coworkers or from a boss to an employee. This creates a toxic environment where people feel unsafe. Mental health effects, including burnout, anxiety, stress, and even physical symptoms like headaches and insomnia. So that is deep, right? So if you work in a place and if you had this experience with harassment, that can basically destroy your life. I believe, yes. For example, here, abuse of power. Imagine you have a boss, and this boss use his position to make harassment, to make comments about the body of his employees, you know, or about the way people speak, or maybe something worse like touch people in the body that the person didn't want. Yeah, and I can see example. For example, in an office. I remember when I work in a company, and I remember that there's a woman, and people every time that she comes, people make jokes about her body. People say that she was overweight, and but people say as a joke. They say, "Ah, I remember we were in a moment that I remember specifically the moment that she got very embarrassed because we were having a confraternization and she was getting like a cake, and one guy say, "Ah, you cannot eat this cake because you already ate too much," making jokes about her body. That was many years ago. I was a trainee, but I remember that she got very uncomfortable. Her face was very ashamed. And okay, maybe today that I'm speaking, that was I don't know 2015, many years ago, more than 10 years ago. Maybe today I don't work inside the company more, but I imagine that don't happen more so much in companies. I don't know. I would like to listen from you. Do you see this kind of comments about people or other comments, sexual comments about the people, especially about women? I don't have this experience. I imagine that's terrible. But do you know something like that? Please bring for us. So, other point here is about the impacts of harassment in the life, because in the workplace, because you don't have escape. Yes, you are in the company work. What are you gonna do? There's nothing to do. So that will impact your mental health, will headaches, anxiety. Oh, it's it's a tragedy. Yeah. I I never experienced that, but I imagine that it's terrible. And other topic I would like to speak. This topic, I believe everybody can speak now. Everybody has some kind of experience, maybe, is online harassment or cyberbullying. Yes, online harassment happens on social media, games, or messaging apps. According to Pew Research Center 2022, about 46% of young people have experienced some form of online harassment. People may feel invisible online and say harmful things they wouldn't say in person. These include hate comments, threats, or spreading humors. Mental health effects are very serious. Loneliness, depression, fear, and in extremity cases, emotional breakdown. This is something very complicated, yes, because this cyberbullying, I remember when the internet became strongly popular. I don't know what country you are watching this, what country you were raised. I was raised in Brazil, and in Brazil, the internet spread like almost everybody had in the house in a computer about 2010, I would say. Before this, some people have, but many people go to land houses, But about 2010, since 2010, I believe that it spread so much. The most of people had a computer. And when you go to comments like in Facebook pages, you see some comments terrible, like speaking about the body of the person, speaking about the how the person is, and very heavy comments that, like the text say, the person wouldn't say in front, in the person to person, yes, wouldn't say, but that the people feel more courage to say online. Yes, the person posts. I remember a girl posted a photo with her. The case most shocking that I saw. I never forgot this example because in the school we have a debate and I brought this example. I saw a picture of a girl and her boyfriend, and the girl she was overweight, like and the people make many comments about her. You are this guy is insane to date you. You are so ugly. I'm being soft here. They use worse words, And I remember that was shocking for me. Other point, it was very common to see many homophobic comments, racism, a lot racism. I remember many comments racist. And in Brazil, racism is a crime, but people don't care. They are on the internet. They think there's no law. And for many years, they don't have. Now we are changing this. Now people are being responsibility for the actions in the internet. But in the past, unfortunately, it wasn't. So talking about this harassment online, I believe it is a big problem because nowadays our life is more online than offline. If you think about it, yes, how many hours do we spend offline without internet, and how many hours do we spend online? I probably so much more online if you think about it, yes. So the this universe, this cyber universe, you need to take care. You need to take care about the comments. Again, sometimes people get angry because religion, politics, and they bring so heavy comments. It's been Instagram, in X, the old Twitter, even LinkedIn. I saw sometimes, Facebook. So take care, take it easy. Cyberbullying is something real and can be very harmful. And now I would like to have a conclusion with you. The last point about harassment exists in many environments: school, work, online. It affects not only the victim but also the community around them. Understanding harassment in the first step to stopping when people speak up, support others, and create safe environments. Change become possible. Mental health is deeply connected to how we treat each other. respect, and empathy are essential in every space. And I would like now, I will bring this question. Please pause this video and answer to yourself this question, okay? So, what can you do to help create a safer and more respectful environment? Uh, if I need to say, I would like you answer first now. I will bring my point of view. We believe it's very simple for me, it's very simple. You treat the people how you like to be treated. You say, oh, that is very cliche. So now you're speaking. Yes, but many people don't do that. So sometimes you need to back to the basic. Yes, treat people how you like to be treated. Simple like that. You know. So I don't like to receive comments about my body. So I don't do comments about the other people body. Yeah. I don't like to listen sexual comments. So don't make sexual comments. If someone say that to you, the place you are, you need to always speak up. Yes, like the text says. So if you are in a company, people say about your body, say something about your religion, something that you felt that was this person crossed the line. You need to go to a HR or any ethic group, a group about that take care of this in a company. Probably is the HR or maybe have another department. You need to speak up. Yes, you cannot let this happen and do nothing. No, you need to speak up about this. Sometimes when you speak about that, other people feel encouraged to speak as well. You know, so that is it, right? We spoke about harassment. I'd like to listen what you think about. Have you ever seen that, and what is that for you? You know, reflect about these questions and please bring your view. Okay. So I hope you like it. Keep studying. See you. Bye bye.